So my apologies here for this taking so long. I'm sure some of you have been wondering what has been going on since our last update and with Ernie and everything. Unfortunately, I have been sick for about 4 weeks here with a pretty nasty sinus thing going on, so I lost my voice for part of it, and I'm still not quite back to 100%, but I'm getting there now, so I was waiting as long as possible to be able to do the voiceover work and stuff that I normally do, and I think I'm getting back to that point now. That was the reason for the bit of the delay here, but we're going to get back to what's been going on with all that, a little bit more about winter and turning into early spring here maybe, and then more about our new dog that we have. Yes, you heard that correctly. So that's coming up here in this story. An empty space just waiting to be filled. Shortly before Christmas 2023, there was a Westie in need of a foster home. We made our way to Missouri to pick up this little guy and give him a new start.
Take a bath? You are such a good boy. Come here. Come here, greasy dude. Come here. All right. Come here, sweetie. First step to stinky freedom.
As we closed in on the shortest day of the year, the warm winter glow revealed that snow had not yet blanketed our landscape. Can't remember the last time that I actually heard it rain.
Look at, you're growing some hair. Can you see? Got some hair coming in. I don't know if you know what one of those is.
You know what that is? Yeah, you do. Here go boy. Here go boy. Yeah.
Meanwhile, Ernie continued to defy the odds and is always interested in one thing: food.
You are like one of the coolest dogs. Do you know that? Hey. Hi. You hungry? Okay. Can you take it nice? No. Oh, you goo. Let's try that again. No trickery. Take it nice. There. That's a good boy.
The new guy was just starting to learn about playtime in the yard when the landscape was about to drastically change into a winter wonderland. This thing is 1997, so you never know if it's gonna start or not. that goes through the woods.
Okay.
It should plow through all this since we have a trail now.
Yeah, it's doing really well.
We had super wet, heavy snow that came down first, and then it got a lot colder, but this is just amazing through here. There's just so much ice on it. Don't ruin it.
I know.
The beauty of the snow also brought along bitterly cold temperatures as I began to clear our driveway. We've been so thankful for our shop area, especially during cold days where there's plenty of room for play.
We're about to play a little game called Will It Start? Well, we got two of the hooligans here. Joey's down here staring at us like, why am I not up there? And Fiona's over here on the side.
You
But
can
I'm
up if you
sure that you're probably a bit interested in what has been going on with Ernie since our last update on his condition and everything that was going on with that. And here he is.
He's still here.
We were pretty surprised, actually. I think that he made it through all of the holiday season just with the way that he was after that last update. He was getting worse and worse, but we're not sure if he just had another little bit of a sickness or something.
I mean, he's got a terminal illness. Westie lung disease we can't cure it. It's not going to go away, and it's not going to get better. So at this point, we were hosting Thanksgiving, and I was thinking, oh gosh, we're going to have to cancel because I'm going to have to host right after he passes. And then he made it through Thanksgiving, and then he made it through Christmas, and then we celebrated New Year's. And now when the vet says, how's Ernie doing? I just say, well, and she says, nope, don't even say it out loud because we don't want to jinx it. So we just are living day to day, and he is here, and he's doing, I'm not going to say it.
Yeah, and then we've had some other things going on with Joey. He is 16 now. We did get him, Kelsey got him a little car bed for his 16th birthday, so he got a car. But he also had to have some dental work done, and he had to have some teeth pulled, and we weren't really sure about that because he doesn't really do very well with anesthesia.
You're fine.
So we didn't want to do that, but we did have to do it basically because of how bad it was getting. And it was a tough couple of days after he got home, but he is doing much better now.
I think for the most part he would like to be an only dog at this point in his life, but here we are.
Yeah, he tolerates everybody else, I guess. So,
but he is doing very well. December was a really rough month for everyone, and he's made it through. We got the teeth out, and you're doing great.
And Fiona is, I don't know, she's just getting a little bit worse with her dementia too. She's wandering around a lot at night and just having some difficulties with settling and sleeping and all of that. So we're not really sure exactly what that means for her and her time frame here. We are going to have to be the ones that sort of make that decision as to when we just don't feel like she's living a great life anymore. So it's going to be difficult to do that. What's
really hard about that is, when you have to say goodbye to your dog and it's a physical ailment, you can see it in them. There's not much for physical decline. She's physically still fit and functioning and everything. She's not in pain. It's just the anxiety level and whether or not she still recognizes us. And that's the hard part, is to know how to make that decision.
Yep. And then we started out fostering this little monster here, and
Monster indeed.
He had some issues with his skin, and they just weren't really able to keep it under control. And so, just like Ernie, I guess you don't want to let it get to the point where it causes permanent damage. And so someone needed to take him in that knew quite a bit about the skin conditions. Kelsey has done so much work on learning about that, and we've done a lot with Ernie to get him back to as good as his skin can be. And so he has gained so much hair even since the day that we picked him up. So I don't think there's going to be any permanent issues with that. And he's on a better diet. He's very energetic. He's very puppy-like, and especially Joey right here, he's not so impressed with his amount of energy that he has. But
he's one of the younger ones we've ever adopted. Our first Westie was 3 or so, they think, when we got her. And since then, we've adopted older seniors, 9, 13. Ernie was 7. Fiona was 6. Joey was 8. But Marty is 3.5 years old. Acts like he's 6 months old. He's very energetic and has a lot of life to live. So one day I was folding Ernie's pants, and I thought, oh, who's going to wear these? And I got a text from the rescue, and they said, we know it's not a good time, but somebody has to take him. And I saw his picture, and he had hardly any hair, and I just kind of felt like we were called to bring him in here and help him out. Fortunately, I guess, he won't be needing Ernie's pants because his hair is coming back in. You will be so glad to see warm weather.
It's time to start something.
Winter days had quickly turned into early spring. We didn't think Ernie would make it to the warmth and the sunshine that he loves so much. But he's still here and taking it all in.
Now we gotta see it through. There's a spark left in you to start something